I'm just gonna go. Hey everybody, welcome back, or for the first time, to Rebootleggers. This is a comedy-ish podcast where we reboot just whatever the hell we want, and I don't even care what my mom says. I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Sarah.
I'm your mom, Scott. You're in trouble.
Fuck. I don't care. Wait, no, I don't care.
You just said fuck in front of your mom, dude. Shit.
And then I said shit. We're joined by a special guest today, Josie DeJarnatt. Oh, fuck.
Stop cursing in front of your mom.
Damn it. Mom, would you leave? Josie DeJarnatt.
This is my house.
Yay! Yes, I am Josie DeJarnatt, or Josie DeJarnatt.
Or just Josie.
Josie D.
Or just Josie. Yes, Josie D works.
So Josie chose you would like to reboot Halloweentown.
Yes.
And it's after Halloween, so that's a bold choice. How do you justify yourself?
I just
Explain
have
yourself. This is segment 0 where we put our guest on blast.
No, it's straight up because I have Disney Plus now.
Yep.
And I have for years tried to get my husband to watch Halloweentown. He claims that we have, but I have not purchased it, so obviously he's wrong. And it's not my fault Disney Plus came out after Halloween.
That's true. You and my wife would get along. This is one of her most favorite movies that she insists upon me watching. Just
It's
about
so
every year.
good.
It's a movie.
All right, we can't do an
It's
entire
a
Halloweentown
movie.
episode with sulking going on. You gotta be in.
So Frank had a question wondering, are we rebooting just the first movie Halloweentown, or is this a whole series reboot?
I am okay with it being a whole series reboot because there's a third movie and it doesn't have the original actress who plays Marnie, and that makes me very upset.
Yeah.
Then why even do it?
That's actually the fourth
exactly.
movie. That's actually
is it the fourth one?
movie, and I'm sorry that
Sorry,
I know
I
that.
have been schooled.
See, there's Halloweentown, Halloweentown 2, Halloweentown High, and then a fourth one.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Halloweentown
Return.
High. I thought that was a series. They also have a series.
Oh, what? Is Marnie in
Yeah.
that one?
Good question.
I just keep thinking of that actress in that movie, Quince, where she has siblings and there's 5 of them.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Are they
Yeah.
quintuplets? That's the word.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so it's more than just about
They're-
a girl with siblings.
I mean,
The fact that she goes
from.
from an only child to the oldest of 6, and they're all babies.
She has 5. I see. I do remember with Halloweentown, her younger brother is a small boy in the first one, and then he hit puberty before the second one, and suddenly he's huge and his voice is too low, and I did not like seeing him anymore after the first one.
It's
From
fair.
Rugrats?
From Rugrats?
I'm thinking there's an episode of Rugrats where Angelica
All
has
growed up?
Angelica has a dream that she has a little baby brother, and he's like 17 feet tall.
Oh my God, yes.
And has like a
And he's like,
monster
hey,
deep
doll
voice.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. I guess you can wait till Nickelodeon Plus comes out.
Yeah. I think
Nickelodeon
actually,
and Netflix are doing a thing.
also real quick, I just want to tell you guys about a very good alternate reboot Josie and I had right before we came on. We're going to have her on for another episode. But what if we did one called Outlaw Josie Wales and the Pussycats, where Clint Eastwood played in a rock band dressed as a panther?
They would show up to a town and do a concert, and then after they left, everybody would realize that the bank had been robbed.
Yeah. And he would just look so grumpy the whole time.
Something tells me they don't know who Josie Wales is.
Guys, do you know who
No.
Josie Wales is? It's a Clint Eastwood movie.
Well, I was stumped trying to figure out how they put on a rock show while robbing a bank.
Frank.
Is there 2 teams?
What they do...
They have people who set up their concerts for them. Who are those called?
Is the rock show in the bank?
No, I think what happens is each song they have the different person. They don't have the full lineup for any of the songs. So each song where you're not playing, you're going and doing your job at the heist is how it would have to work.
Okay.
No, I got it. They play the concert in front of the bank.
Oh.
And
That's
so
what-
all
yeah.
of their, I keep thinking groupies. Who are the people that set up
Roadies.
the roadies
Roadies
are
different.
helping them.
Their
rob the
groupies
bank.
could help too, but they're just like in the way and too excited about it. Okay, well, so Josie, why don't you just give for those at home and your husband who may not know the plot of Halloweentown, just give us a quick summary into this movie.
All right, so it starts off with Marnie, who is turning 13 soon, and her grandma comes and visits her and takes her and her younger brother to like visit or something, and then they find out that home for their grandma is Halloweentown, and she's a good witch, and they're also witches. Well, Marnie is. I don't remember if Dylan.
Being a witch is hereditary, right?
Dylan
in Halloweentown.
Yeah, Dylan like doesn't want to be, right? He's all like, "Rah, science glasses."
Yeah, he likes their
Science
normal thing.
glasses.
It's basically word for word.
Rebecca, if you'd seen the movie, you'd understand.
Sure. Sorry.
It's one of the iconic lines.
Oh, also, I was wrong. I was mistaken about Halloweentown High. I thought that was the TV series. There is no TV series.
Oh,
Just the 4 movies.
well, this could be the TV series. We'll find out. Sometimes we turn movies into TV shows, Josie. Just FYI. Whatever.
Oh,
just
okay.
Basically, wherever the reboot gods lead us is where we go. And I don't know who those gods are, but sometimes they. I don't know where I'm going with this joke. Please continue, Josie.
Yeah, no, I want to hear the rest of this.
Nope, I have nothing else.
So she then finds out that she has to choose whether she wants to stay in Halloweentown or not, or else she will lose her witchy powers.
Right.
And then things happen. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, so I don't remember exactly who the bad guy is in the first one because they all kind of blend together.
Frank,
but she
could you
saves
provide insight?
Halloweentown.
Frank, could you please say that again?
It's the warlock Calabar, right?
Calabar.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Is he the mayor? He's the mayor.
He's the mayor.
And he's like doing like evil things in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
And
he's
then,
trying
like,
to take over Halloween.
And he's got hella eyebrows,
future
if I remember.
ones.
Which
his
he's already the
son.
mayor, and then he's gonna try to take over Halloweentown. Like he's already the mayor's the highest office.
I think he wants to take over the whole everything.
Yeah, probably.
He's afraid about re-election, and he knows that somebody else is eventually going to be mayor instead of him, so
Yeah.
he needs to be like the king.
He calls up Spookyville, and he's like, "Hey, my opponent
Yes.
has been doing some crimes. Maybe what if you investigated him?"
While we're in the preamble, I just want everyone to know, just because in case you don't remember, the mom in Halloweentown
Looks like Jessica Chastain.
is April O'Neil from the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
That's
movie.
where I know her from.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then she just went ahead and took a break for like 15 years. And by that I mean 9 years. And then did Halloweentown.
oh, and then what's she done? How's she been doing since then?
I gotta click this link real quick.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yep. So
She was in Hitchcock.
Okay,
Huh?
and
I
that's
don't really
it,
have
huh?
anything else to go on here.
Is her?
Hitchcock or Hancock?
Oh yeah, what's Hitchcock? I was thinking Hancock.
I was also thinking Hancock, but the movie is in fact called Hitchcock.
Is it about Alf?
Yeah,
Fred?
it's the biopic of Alfred Hitchcock. Oh, that's right. She was in one episode of The Magicians too.
As who?
It just says Stephanie.
Josie, there's rabbit holes for days on this show, if you couldn't tell.
I'm realizing this podcast is actually my worst nightmare.
Welcome. We're so
Nobody-
glad to have you.
2 of the 3 regulars on this show both have crippling ADAD. ADAD? There's an H in there.
Super secret one you're not allowed to talk about.
So yeah, I think what I also remember from this show movie is Marnie's mom hates witch stuff, and she's like,
Yeah, she chose to stay.
yeah,
She left Halloweentown because she doesn't want her kids getting messed up with magic.
yeah, and isn't their family like the most popular and powerful?
There's a prophecy for
They're called
for Marnie, the daughter. Yeah,
yeah,
like you're gonna save Halloweentown, and the mother's like, I don't fuck with prophecies, and like just literally left.
I
her
don't
grandma-
fuck with prophecies.
her grandma's Debbie Reynolds.
Carrie Fisher's mom?
Yeah. She's like the best part of the movies.
Yeah, she really is.
And she stuck around for the 4th one.
She was in it to win it. So I know, is this the one where people lose their color, or is that the second one?
Oh.
Calabar's son. I think it's the
That's the
second one.
second
Calabar's
one.
son turns everybody boring, and they become black and white, like that Tobey Maguire movie.
Yes, that is Calabar's Revenge, and that's the mayor's son that does that.
Calabar's Revenge. The son who is like 17, but nobody talked or knew about in the first one.
Yeah, he just didn't exist.
He's like, well, hello. This is how
He was
warlocks
at
happen.
boarding school on Earth.
Oh, sure. That checks out. So I remember, so grandma gets trapped in like a movie theater or something, and then they have to, Marnie and her siblings have to gather ingredients for a potion, and it's kind of like a caper because it's like, haha, there's a ghost in a sauna, and it's funny.
Yeah, you need werewolf hair and ghost sweat and a vampire's fang, according to Wikipedia.
Ooh, I was really hoping
And they
you just
like
had that
meet
on
people
lock.
throughout the plot that it's like, oh, like you're a werewolf, like, and then they just like get some of his hair.
Yeah, I think they steal it from the barber, right? They go to the barber shop. And it's all
Yeah,
funny.
there's a skeleton cab driver named Benny who is kind of the star of the show.
Oh my god, I'm having this like remembering when they get the ghost sweat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Yeah.
like really huge. He like fills the sweat machine, because it's not a sauna. It's like one of those steam machines that people.
Yeah, individual.
Oh, here's one for Rebecca. Benny the skeleton also voiced the original 90s Sailor Moon dub tuxedo mask.
Oh, heck yeah.
Now Rebecca's in it.
Yeah, now I'm in.
He's got a weird rubber face. Also, Mark Mothersbaugh composed the music for this, which
Again, Rugrats.
Rugrats and
Yeah,
Devo
we're all back to Rugrats.
and Thor the Ragnarok.
But also Rugrats.
Thor Rugratsnarok.
All right, put a pin in that.
We're there. Anything else that we need to summarize?
Did we even summarize anything?
Yeah, we did.
I think
Okay.
I did a good job at summarizing the
I
first
think
one.
so.
She
I think
saves
so,
the
too.
town.
Oh, yeah, and then we just went ahead and ruined it. Yeah.
She does save
so,
the town.
hold on. So she has to choose whether to stay there or leave.
I think that's the second one, is when she has to make the choice, because the whole thing
But
is
is
like
there
the
like
door
a-
closing, and she's like, oh no.
But is there like a fun resolution where she gets to keep her
Yes.
stuff and she can still leave?
She gets to, so her mom lets her go back and forth. Because, well, isn't the door to Halloweentown only open on Halloween or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
and
only-
it closes
you can
at
only leave-
midnight.
Right.
Yeah.
And so,
Where do they get their groceries from?
Halloweentown. They got their
Where
own
does-
whole
But
thing.
then where does Halloweentown get its stock?
What kind of stock?
Like, to restock a Halloweentown grocery store.
They get it from where they. Halloweentown is like its own. It's
like a realm.
It's a realm. They got a whole thing going. Plus, they got magic there. They can just conjure whatever shit they need.
Yeah, they do some cute things with like how modern technology affected the magical world. Like potions are like packets you like stir like Kool-Aid and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Doesn't she get a broom that like looks weirdly like an electric guitar or something?
Yeah, like it's some hot newfangled thing the kids use.
Yeah.
Oh, metal.
Plus, they have a movie theater, so I mean,
Yeah. Okay, let's get into our first segment, and this is called Love It or Leave It.
Love me or leave me or let me be lonely.
Josie, this is where we decide what we're gonna keep from the original, and then what we're gonna get rid of, and not do. So, I guess Josie, what's the first thing that you think we must keep for our reboot?
So is it like characters or plots?
Anything, characters, plots. It can be something as
Freeform.
trivial as I want that giant pumpkin still in this movie.
it could be
Okay, I
abstract
want-
concepts.
I just want Debbie Reynolds to stay the grandmother.
Is she still with us?
No,
That
she
is
died
a
like 2
good
days after Carrie did.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, she did. Oh, so sad.
So we're gonna have to do that soul-stealing hologram thing, or CG.
Oh, I have to be like realistic of people
No,
who
not
are
at
alive.
all.
No, you mean we can't just go back in time and stop that from
You know,
happening?
you know that now that you say that, Josie, I don't know why we've ever imposed this rule. Let's get Debbie back. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Rebecca, what do you want to keep?
Oh, Can we change the holiday?
What?
What?
Is it going to be Thanksgiving Town because it's November?
Oh, I was gonna say like Easter Town,
Or like Secretary's Day Town?
Arbor Days Town.
Easter Town, is that where Jesus is just
That's where
always
Jesus-
dead or always coming back?
You never know.
He's always going to be here tomorrow.
That's where. I think that's where he went the 3 days that he was gone.
Oh.
He went to Easter Town. Here's the so one of the didn't we make a rule that we're not allowed to say no to anything in this segment? So we have
we have shut down a lot of things before.
We might have that rule, but we've never respected it.
I think one time I pretended that we all each get one veto when the time that I wanted to veto something.
Yeah, you made up the rule on the spot to say no to something.
I said I'm using my one veto. So are
you saying you want to veto Eastertown?
No, I'm just giving Josie the opportunity.
Let me Google. Hold on.
Josie, please don't feel bullied by these bullies.
To veto your bad idea?
Yep.
No, I won't veto it. I don't know how Eastertown's going to be more fun than Halloweentown, but okay.
This is the problem that every Christian marketing officer has had to deal with. Eggs
everywhere. How is that not fun?
A giant Easter bunny.
How can we show everybody that we have just as much fun as the seculars?
The seculars.
Frank, did you have something? I heard you.
I Googled list of crazy holidays, but it's not really that exciting. It's like different days for saints and stuff.
Well, and like every day now is a different national donut day.
All right, so Donut Day Town?
Donut Day Town.
I think we have to go with Eastertown if we're changing the city, the holiday. But Frank, I do want to know what you're keeping or getting rid of.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna actually say let's get rid of the Halloween, but we already did that.
Oh,
so
wow.
Let's get rid of the town.
The whole town.
Get rid of the town?
Get rid of the idea that it's a town. It's got to be something else now.
Then what is it? A store?
Can it be? Do you want it to just be a city?
Easter City.
It's still called Eastertown, but it's just a single.
Hovel. What's that? What's it? Oh God, what
Guys.
It's not a town.
Municipality.
Municipality. Like Easter municipality.
Guys, is it a tomb? Is it Jesus's tomb?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. What?
I was just because Easter.
So I had this question before we leave the segment. If it's gonna be Easter municipality, there's no like witches and there's no hold up. The main person gonna be?
We can go with. We don't have to go with like Christian Easter. We can go with like the original like
fertility.
Yeah, like so
this is gonna be a porn.
Oh well,
a porn
movie. It didn't have to be, Frank.
So then you go ahead and pitch me a clean movie about a town devoted to a fertility goddess.
Midsummer.
I'll give you a minute. It's cool.
Well, so she and then so there's like a flower and it grows very good and she's okay, so she's all about fertilizing garden. Wait. She does There's
you got it, bud.
Here's the thing. There's this. It's a big rabbit, and it's half bird because of how fertile everything is too fertile in Easter municipality, and like just the grass is overgrown and all the. Wait, no, this is going to turn into sex. God, this is tough, guys. Frank, I don't know, buddy. There's got to be something else that she did besides fertility, right?
All about new birth and spring and bringing things back from the dead.
All right. Getting back into some
we
Halloween
could still
territory.
tie it back to Halloween by bringing things back from the dead. There you go.
There we go.
Let's do that. All right.
It's about resurrection, Frank, not sex.
Yeah. Let's do that.
This bums me out, Frank, that I couldn't think of a thing. So I was going to say I wanted to keep that giant pumpkin, but I guess now it's a giant...
Egg.
Egg, yeah.
Egg.
But it's like but it still has a jack-o'-lantern face for some reason. Is my contribution. Okay.
Oh, so the egg has like the face.
Yeah. Now, because Frank and Rebecca, you two chose things you wanted to get rid of, you have to choose something to keep now.
Wait. Okay, this is Calvin Ball. Okay.
No,
I want to keep the prophecy.
Ah.
Okay.
and then
And I don't know. I have to follow my heart here, and we have to keep Benny the cab driving skeleton.
He's
like-
one of the best characters.
he's
so,
got
yeah,
his
he's
puppet
one of the
face is
best.
weird in that it is so incredibly emotive, just for being like a skeleton
it
rubber
moves.
mask. It moves
And
so
it's
much.
also in the second movie when the town turns evil and Benny like is forced to betray them.
That's the first one.
Whew, that's the first one. In the first movie when Benny is forced to turn evil and betray them, that's a real gut punch because Benny was like the only person in the town that like didn't think that, like hate the kids almost instantly.
All
Like every single character in town is like, "Wow, you're an outsider," and Benny was like, "I have a cab, let's drive somewhere."
that's I don't want to embarrass you, Frank, but that's everybody loves them because they are they're
Incorrect.
They're that family. Everybody loves them because they're that family.
But I thought everyone hated them.
Everyone loves them. It's weird.
No. I don't
Everyone
think
loves
Debbie,
Doesn't sound
shit.
right.
How do you not Debbie? That
Agatha.
Sophie, the other girl.
Aggie?
Yeah, Aggie
Aggie's
the grandma.
mom. Oh, the grandma. Everyone loves the grandma.
Yeah, so then
Yeah.
everybody, they're all like, "Oh, is this your granddaughter?"
Oh,
and
they're
she's
all
like,
like,
"Yeah." And
"Oh,
they're like,
you're
"We
special."
need more of you, powerful, blah blah." I don't remember their last name. It's like a thing. They like say their last
Cromwell.
name. Yeah,
It's Cromwell.
the Cromwells. Yeah, and okay,
They never talk about if they're like, you know, the Cromwells, do they?
who are the Cromwells from history?
Like the historical, like, you know, Wiccan person.
What?
There's like a, hold on a second.
I don't know who you're talking about, but while
Oliver
Frank,
Cromwell.
oh, yeah, I don't know. Let's move on to our next segment. So we've got so just to recap, it's now Easter Municipality, which is basically still a town. It's just bigger. Is that what the difference is here, Rebecca?
I don't know why it would be bigger. Why can't it be the same size?
Okay, so you just changed. So okay, just really
All right,
thought maybe
so
your
I
change
just
would
got
be
it
significant.
nullified.
Okay, the definition of municipal is relating to a city or town or its governing body.
Amazing.
So maybe it's adjacent to Halloweentown.
Okay, so Halloweentown's still in it. This is just nearby.
This is like a suburb of Halloweentown.
So you want to do a spin-off is what you're telling me.
Suburb.
Okay, so then Josie, we kept what is happening to me?
Debbie Reynolds.
Thank you. And Frank got rid of Halloween. Wait, Frank kept Benny. What did you get rid of, Frank? You got rid of something.
I got rid of the town, and then Rebecca said municipality.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, so really Rebecca got rid of both
Halloween.
Halloween and the town.
Rebecca just coming in and wrecking
Why
shit.
you listen? This is a collaborative effort.
It is. It's, we have fun here. And then I kept an egg. Okay, let's move on to our next segment. This is called When and Where. And this is where we talk about setting and genre. So,
So setting is obviously Easterton Municipality.
Easterton.
Easterton.
I like Easterton.
Easterton is nice. Okay.
Where do
What-
you live? Oh, I live in North Easterton.
So what's Easterton like? So Halloweentown was, the backlot of the Gilmore Girls set where it's just like they put some cobwebs on some buildings and a pumpkin in the town square. So tell me, what is Easterton as a municipality? Paint me a word
I guess
picture.
it's got an egg in the town square.
Yeah, it certainly has that.
So cobwebs still, but they're pastel colored.
Okay. Is it what's the
Oh,
population
it's not
of
cobwebs.
Easterton?
It's that weird Philly paper that you get in
Easter
your
grass.
yeah,
the
Easter grass.
Yeah. It's just everywhere. Okay.
So, is Easterton like one of those? Is it like an ultra rich neighborhood? Because if you die in Easterton, you come back in 3 days.
Why?
It's like
why
helicopter
do you
parent
have
paradise.
to be like rich?
Because that's how the world works right now, Rebecca. Only the rich people get health care.
Oh,
Well, right. So imagine you're involved in a bidding war in which if you win, you'll be essentially like accident proof for the rest of your life.
So, Frank, you want to do...
That's gonna get up there.
Oh, only the rich people can afford to be resurrected.
Yeah. So we're
We
doing
made it
Elysium.
sad.
But then the prophecy is one poor person gets resurrected.
And then
Without
they
having
destroy
to
the healthcare system. Yeah.
And that person's the true Jesus.
Bernie
Oh.
Sanders.
Oh. You know, Marnie saying, okay, so wait, it's not, is it still about, okay, so
What is the prophecy?
Yeah, what's our prophecy?
I have been trying to Google that. I don't know that the prophecy's in the first episode.
Oh, man.
Or movie.
Movie.
Halloween.
We're talking about Halloweentown still, right?
Yeah. Here we go. The prophecy.
Return to
Cromwell
Halloweentown.
embraced
That's where the prophecy
gift.
is.
Oh, that's it.
And
Oh,
it shall come to pass at the close of the first millennium, at the rise of the Halloween.
it just
moon,
fucking
that
says her
Cromwell,
name in the
great power, will
prophecy.
embrace the- Yeah.
Cromwell.
Wait a second. So,
Oh, that's in Return to Halloweentown, apparently, the
Yeah.
prophecy. Okay, right.
Oh,
But we're rebooting the whole
okay.
series. Yeah.
Okay, so the very first movie is literally just she sneaks into Halloweentown after her grandma because they don't. She
Her mom
and
said
her
no.
mom fought.
Yeah.
And then her grandma's like, "Oh, that's so nice that you came to visit me. Yes, you're a witch. Now go home." And she sends them home before midnight, but then
Yes,
they
you're
find
a witch,
out.
now go home. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Then they find out that the mayor has some like plot,
He's evil, yeah.
and so they have to solve that before midnight behind their grandma's back.
And their mom does come and help them. She gets over her witch baggage, and she helps them cast a spell to kill him.
Which then
Yeah.
goes against our thought that she has to choose between Halloweentown.
No,
and...
that's still their magic rule, though. Like, you have to choose. Like, if you're a was her dad a human? Is she a
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Her dad was a human.
So yeah, that's like just her beef. It's kind of like a Sabrina thing. Doesn't Sabrina also have to choose?
I think so. But at the end of
well, not until
Calabar's
the end,
Revenge, she opens the portal permanently.
Oh, right. And then
And
and that's
wreaks
why
havoc.
that's why they get to have magic foreign exchange students at their school who don't know shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the prophecy.
glad
So what's our new
we got
prophecy?
that figured out.
The
What's
new
our-
prophecy is there's a poor person who can get resurrected
For
even though they're
free?
poor. Yeah.
Okay. What's money in Easterton municipality?
Chocolate
Eggs.
coins.
Oh,
Okay.
chocolate coins.
Yeah.
Chocolate eggs?
Now, Frank,
A
you've
big
gone
bag
too
of-
far.
Like a big bag of loose eggs?
Now,
big bag of
loose regular eggs.
Yeah, like imagine that you have a JanSport and someone says like that'll be 3 and they don't say a unit. And then you put the JanSport on the ground and you unzip it and it's just full of eggs.
Are they hard boiled because Easter, or are they just?
All that is not the point. It's full of eggs. And then you take out 3 of them and you give them to the person behind the register. And the
hard-boiled
person
is
behind
the-
the register says thank you.
Hard boiled is the Bitcoin equivalent of the currency.
It makes it
Hard-boiled-
untraceable.
Nobody believes that hard boiled is gonna catch on, but there's like a ton of people who are just like, nah, just.
The young people are out there boiling their eggs, but yeah, no.
Oh my god, just imagine being so rich with all of the eggs and then you like have a car crash
But
and
that's
then
the
all
thing.
of your
All
eggs
of your
break.
Right, and then you are out of Easterton.
Now, tell me this. So it's just the one
Wealth
unit.
is so fragile.
They don't have like.
They have cartons, yeah.
Okay, so it's not. But so I'm like,
But a carton of egg is like flashing $100 bill. Like,
so there's just those two. Like if nothing costs less than 1 egg, is what you're telling me. There's no change.
nothing costs less than an egg, and then you've
That's
got
when-
cartons and crates.
So everything
That's-
everything is a nice round number.
Like an egg.
That's
yeah.
how it should be.
And when you pay Benny the cab driver in eggs, he pretends, he goes like nom nom, and he pretends to eat them, but he drops them into his rib cage,
And it
where
rattles
there's-
like a xylophone.
and it bounces around in there, and he just kind of holds the eggs.
He does that. Now, does he do that because that's the most convenient way to hold them, or does he does that just because he likes to entertain his?
No, he's got like
Both.
netting around his
Both,
rib cage, so it's
dude.
the most. Both.
He's just like, I'm just kidding. I didn't need it. It's right there. You can see it.
No, I didn't need it. It's right. He points to it like through his rib, you know.
Do people think that? So in Halloween or this fucking
Benny's
city.
the only skeleton.
Okay, was he the first one?
gonna get ahead
Was he
of
the
that.
first resurrection, but it didn't go exactly right?
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
But so if is the idea of consuming eggs weird to any of these people because it is their money?
Oh, and so we get an outsider who comes in, right? And they're like, "Oh my God, eggs!" And like just cracks open a hard-boiled one and starts eating it, and everyone's like,
what the
"What
fuck?
is happening?"
It could be that, or it could be just only the super rich eat eggs because it's, they're so rich they don't even care.
I don't want to. I want to do what we're doing, but I don't want to do like the first purge. Like I don't want to. You know what I mean?
You don't want to do the first Easterton purge, Frank?
No.
Okay. Here's a question. What year is it, or do we not care?
1874.
Oh, this is old-timey.
I was about to say they have cell phones. No, they don't.
Okay, so we're talking telegrams. They got electricity, but just barely.
Mm-hmm.
And
they need horses on treadmills for it.
They what?
They need horses on treadmills for it.
Do they? Oh, for the electricity.
Treadmills.
For the electricity.
Oh.
But how do they get the? Okay.
That's not our problem.
Is it horses or is it large
Bunnies.
Bunnies, yeah.
Bunnies.
Is it bunny? Well, wouldn't bunnies be revered in Easterton?
I mean,
The
Not in
egg
America.
bringers. The bunnies are the egg bringers.
well then, what
Yeah.
about like just giant? No, what about?
Little baby chicks. Little baby, giant baby chicks.
Oh my gosh, no, yeah, the bunnies are revered, but the chickens, the babies are not.
Is it actual chickens or are they riding around on marshmallow peeps?
No, so I think they're riding around on giant baby chickens, and then they mock their existence with the creation of peeps.
So they're just very mean to their mode of transportation. Okay, that sounds fine. And
How do we treat chickens now, though?
but
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
In your face.
yeah, you got me there.
Get off your high chicken, Scott.
Hi, chicks.
Look, guys, I'm just saying, like, one day they're gonna rise up and they're gonna be pissed.
That's in the Return of Halloween or Easterton.
Oh, she liberates the house chickens.
Yeah, it's Revenge of the House Chickens.
That's the prophecy.
Oh, now it's all about the chickens. Okay.
Oh. So
But
it's
and
a
then
chicken
Marnie,
revolution.
the true Jesus, because we're keeping this character's names, right? Or should we not?
Sure.
That's up to you. I mean, if it's 1874, so here's the question. Reboots aren't necessarily like remakes of the original, so this could either be, just in the same universe, different characters, or we can just do all the same characters, different setting, completely different thing. So if we want to just keep it, Marnie and her siblings, that's easier for sure. Or this could be like Marnie's, what if it's about Debbie Reynolds when she was young? She's very old because she's a witch.
Oh.
Oh, Easterton was a failure, and then she went and started Halloweentown.
Halloweentown is how.
Right. I found the prophecy. I want to see if I can, like, on the fly, change it to Easterton's prophecy.
Okay.
And it shall come to pass, at the close of the first millennium, at the rise of the Easter moon, a Cromwell of great power will embrace the gift, and all the world will find peace under her domain. That's it. That's all it says. So yeah, it could easily
That's
be
so easy.
just enter.
We got to change that first millennium thing, though, if we're in the 1800s, because that's not quite closed. Unless, I guess it's close to closing.
Oh, it's true, because the original was set in, like, 98.
Yeah. So, Rebecca, fix this. You
Century.
took us to the Old West town. Which century?
At the close of the 1800th century.
Well, we can't say the first century, because that's year 0 to 100.
Yeah, I know. So whatever so we're in the 1800s, right?
Yeah, so we'll just say the
What
17th
century is that?
century. All right, fine.
At the close of the 17th century.
Yeah, that's
Or depending on how old the prophecy is, you could just say at the close of the century.
Oh, it's just like every century. They're like, come on, here we go. And it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Man,
Oh,
really
or they made the prophecy in 1801.
Oh,
You know.
just some kooky guy.
I mean, really, all prophecies are just some kooky guy, right?
Yeah, no, that's probably true. So good thing we figured that out. Let's talk about our next thing.
What if it's the egg? The egg in the middle of the town, like, yells
Oh, like like the Legends of the Hidden Temple face.
Yeah.
It
Like,
just
it says, like, and in this century, like on New Year's Day, 1801, the egg just started yelling.
So this is a question for the next segment, but who does the voice of the egg?
we'll get there. But here's, I guess, yeah, this would tie into that. Let's just get into this next segment then. This is called Who Can It Be?
Who can it be now?
This is where we're talking about characters and casting. So let's talk about this egg voice. Is it a deep, booming, authoritative voice, or is it like
Or is it a Gilbert Godfrey?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Just suddenly, like midnight, just shrieking Gilbert everywhere. Everyone's very upset.
Now, I really like the phrase "shrieking Gilbert." it has the cadence of like, like shrinking. What's the flower one? Like shrinking violet. What is the phrase?
I don't know, buddy.
For,
Oh,
like a very like reserved, shy girl, whatever.
right. 'Cause
Wallflower.
No, it's like forget it. Never mind. I like the phrase "shrieking Gilbert."
it is.
I think a shrieking Gilbert should be something.
Frank, you were right. It was Shrieking Violet. I mean, Shrinking Violet. But in this
Shrieking
case,
Violet.
Shrieking Violet. Not a shy person. That's the opposite of a Shrinking Violet. Just a very, very aggressive person. Just got to be all up in everyone's shit. So, do we want to get Gilbert, or is there a Gilbert equivalent who would be equally grating? Equally abrasive
grating.
to your
Well, so
ears?
Bobcat Goldthwait doesn't do the voice anymore.
Of what?
Of
his Bobcat voice. What does he sound like?
Does he do the Goldthwait part?
What does he sound
Frank.
like then?
Just like a normal dude.
But could we get him to do the voice?
Maybe if we ask nicely, if we pay
What
him enough
about-
eggs.
What if we just get Michael Myers in the booth and just say like whatever you feel like?
He'll just do Shrek.
Shrek.
He
Just
could do Shrek. He could do
Austin
Fat
Powers.
Bastard.
Austin Powers egg.
Fat Bastard is just Shrek, Frank.
I think
I'm
there's
sorry.
Like a subtle...
Defend yourself.
He's just a huge Scottish guy who has the exact same voice that he used both times.
Hold on a second. I'm watching a video real quick. I just gotta
I feel
see.
like that holds up.
Josie, who would you like this horrible egg to be voiced by if you got to choose? If you got to choose a terrible shrieking egg voice.
Oh shit. No, see, here's the thing. I can't get that last guy out of my head now.
Mike Myers or Bobcat Goldthwait?
Oh, neither of those. Sorry, I apparently spaced out.
I mean, I don't want Mike Myers because he's just gonna do Shrek. He's just gonna. I can tell you, he's just gonna do Shrek.
I mean, he found his winning combo.
We'll get him in there, and we'll be like, "Hey, Mike," and he'll just be like, "Oh," and I'll be like, "Nope."
Keep going.
Keep going.
He'll be like, "At the turn of the century, get me a baby chicken and put it in. Wait, but I eat them. Oh, donkeys."
Uh-huh.
All right.
What if we have?
Very
I got
good.
something.
Very good.
All right. We get Ray Romano, but we put the microphone on the other side of the room and make him yell.
Hey, there's a prophecy. Hey, guys.
Like we have the volume turned up, but it's clear that he's far away from the microphone.
Hey, Deborah, there's a person coming in like 100 years.
what about?
Oh my god.
That's good.
What were you gonna say,
How-
Josie?
How did you?
Rob Paulson.
From
Who's that?
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Animaniacs, the voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could shriek.
What if
I
it's
think
just
he would
Yakko?
be if he did like a Pinky-esque voice.
Oh, okay, yeah. If it was just Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, that's not
Yeah.
bad. Okay, is it Ray Romano from far away, or is it just Pinky?
I kind of like Ray Romano from Far
Yeah, I
Away.
think he kind of wins.
Okay, great. We got the egg. Who's
One down.
So we've still got Debbie playing herself. So she's already old, and she's
Herself meaning her original character.
Yes.
that is
Nope,
what
Debbie Reynolds as Debbie Reynolds.
She is. Well, I was going to say she is a witch, but we're doing Easter. What is the equivalent of a witch? Easter.
A witch.
Easter
Yeah,
witch.
okay, an Easter witch. I love
gonna-
it. Let's keep that.
Or like a druid.
Witch.
I googled Easter witch and I got an article called Sweden's Easter Witches. So this sounds rad. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here's a Jezebel article. Keep your eyes peeled for Easter witches. Okay. I'm just gonna get some points. They got brooms. They fly on Maundy, Thursday. Perfect.
Okay, I found one too. Brightly colored feathers in blues, reds, yellows, and glaring pinks tied to long, willowy twigs.
Hell yeah. So they're just like the prep version of the goth witches.
I love it. I'm into it.
This
Like
is-
with sweater vests.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like slacks.
Very bright. And yeah, just bright whatever. They can be, it's just...
Brocade.
What? What's that word mean?
Brocade.
What's that one mean?
Like very large frilly hats.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Witches gotta have big hats, but these ones are like Kentucky Derby hats, probably.
Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, because it's Easterton and it's birds instead of horses. I meant to say it.
Yeah, no, just
Yeah, no,
clarifying.
you spun it very well. I believe you.
clarifying.
I choose to believe you.
Is she our main character, or does she have a different granddaughter who is the prophecy person? Has she just had so many families?
She runs from town to town creating new families.
Different. Okay, she's creating different holiday families. For what evil purpose, though? She seems a little sinister now. Seems a little weird. But we just got to figure out who's our characters besides her and this egg.
I think we should keep a family portion of it. So she's the head of the family.
Okay.
Marnie is her daughter,
Okay.
who's currently played by Kimberly Brown. We could have somebody else for her as well.
Is she the new one, or she's the original one?
The original.
What about the Jesus family?
Their last name is Jesus, you mean?
What?
Or Jesus's family, the Christs.
Do you mean like Mary and Joseph?
Yeah, the Christs.
Yep, that was their last name. Okay, so you want, but she's the new Jesus. You just want them to be there.
So
You want them to be like
Reynolds is
side
Grandma
characters.
Christ. Demi Reynolds is Grandma Christ.
Okay,
And then the Marnie is Mary.
Mary Christ. Wait,
And that would make Gwen Jesus. Yeah. This tracks.
okay, wait. You. So, wait.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
No, I got there. I'm there. Okay. Okay, Gwen is the mom. Marnie, Jesus. Her name is just Jesus, huh?
Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
H.
like-
Christ. Jesus H.
Be like
Christ.
Jesse.
Is it Marnie quotations Jesus H. Christ?
Like on the birth certificate is parentheses.
Jesse Christ is pretty good.
I like Jesse too.
Yeah, we'll do Jesse Christ. Or Josie Christ. This is what you wanted all along.
Yes,
slide
the
dog.
long con.
absolutely.
Okay, we'll go with Jessie, and she's got siblings. Who are they? Dylan
Are
and Cole?
unimportant.
They're Dylan and Cole. Or do you want Dylan and Cole to now be two skeleton cab drivers?
I had an idea.
Skeleton. Go
Yeah. So the guy who's Calabar and Cal, his son, can those two characters be the twins?
So we are completely cutting away all traces of Halloweentown, including the names, but we still have Calabar and his son.
Yep.
Okay.
The Easter mayor is trying to take over still.
And his
Easter
name is
Mayor.
still Calabar, or should it be
Calabar.
Judas? No, it should be Calabar.
Should still be
His
Calabar. It's
son's
a good
name should be Judas.
But also, so Judas of Easterton is like the best friend of Josie.
He's just like a
Christ.
good dude. Well, but then does he turn out to be evil? Because he is one of the Sprouses and looks identical to his father.
In Halloweentown 2, yes, they look exactly the same age. It's weird. he also flirts with Marnie.
He does. They have.
So
He drops that real quick, but yeah, he's like the love interest at first, and then he's like, "Oh, never mind, I got what I want.
I'm Calabar's son.
I'm evil."
I'm gonna make everyone monochrome.
Oh, he's gonna turn everybody into monsters. Like everyone who's wearing a Halloween mask, that mask is gonna turn into a thing. It's a whole thing.
That's an episode of Buffy.
yes.
Halloweentown did it first. That might not
so
be
I'm
true.
actually gonna look that
We
up.
need to find this out.
Unlikely. Buffy.
They did because Buffy didn't even start till 97.
Well,
But the Halloweentown, the
Halloweentown
first, came out
2.
in 98.
yeah, Halloweentown 2 was 2001. That means Buffy did do it first. Unless what season
It
did it
depends on
happen
how
in?
late it was in Buffy.
Yeah,
right?
okay. This is what the show is about now. We need to find out who did it
This
first.
is called Fact Checkers.
Okay.
Buffy Halloween mask episode.
No, that's...
I'm pretty sure it's season 2.
Season 2.
Wow.
1997.
All right, Halloweentown stole it from Buffy. We're stealing it from Halloween. Oh, wait, we're not even using it. It's just... We're just doing...
We have to be ready.
Okay. Okay, so we've got most of our characters. We've got Calabar.
The one where Sandra's a soldier. God, I love Buffy.
We've got Calabar and his son Judas, and we've got Debbie Reynolds. Who's playing Marnie and Gwen? Should we try to get Kimberly J. Brown to play the mom, Mary Christ?
I think
I was
so.
gonna say what is our list of April O'Neils in history?
Oh, Mae Whitman.
Megan
is
Fox.
Megan Fox, Mae Whitman, and whoever the new one is.
I want Emily Blunt to play the mom.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
And this is still gonna be that the mom refuses magic.
Refuses Easter.
Okay. So
Refuses
she,
Easter magic.
We're
yes.
an atheist
Easter.
family.
So to be clear, she lives in a normal frontier town in the 1870s.
correct, Frank. And she
Got
hates
it.
everything egg-related and chickens
And spring and rebirth and
especially
resurrection.
rabbits.
It's of the devil.
Oh, she eats rabbits
And
like
you know
crazy.
how she used to have 9 children, and then the winter came.
And now she has 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, who is our Jesse H. Christ?
So I am still a fan of Kimberly Brown.
Okay, but she's like 30, which is fine.
True.
But also, it is
Terrible.
Ugh.
Hang on. I meant because she's supposed to be a teenager, but also this is the 1800s when people did not age great. Like, so she could be like 16 or she could be 13, but looks like she's 30 because of the harsh conditions she lives in.
Oh, what about Kirsten Storms? She played
That's a hell of a last
Xenon.
name.
Oh my gosh. She's got to be like
Boy.
50 now, though.
That's how. Oh, gross. No, she's 35.
She was born in 84.
Rebecca just threw up.
Ugh, old people. Ugh.
Listen, I don't know young people these days.
No, this is a problem that we routinely run into on this show where we make movies about young people and then we have no idea who to cast.
I'm surprised you haven't cast Asa Butterfield yet.
Oh, this isn't about him. This isn't about a boy. This is about a girl. But I would, if there's a spot for, if we've got a spot for him, I would love to have him if we can find a place for him. I'll call him up.
Holy shit! Did you know that Xenon was the voice of Bonnie and Kim Possible for the full run of the show?
Oh, good for her. Do
Yeah.
we have to cast anybody else? Can we move on?
Yeah, I think we should.
Scott, for the love of God, can we move on?
This is our final segment called What's Going On. And this is where we're just gonna we can outline the plot. It sounds like it's basically still just Halloweentown, but I feel like we gotta have some
We
changes.
got to incorporate more eggs.
More.
We have to-
So
Get the details down.
You need to
Yeah,
find. You need to find the eggs of old. There's 3 eggs that need to be found in order
instead of
to,
a potion.
Oh, it's an egg prophecy.
Because like an egg hunt, like Easter.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board. Here's the
Do you
question.
guys get it?
Well, I did. But I'm wondering. So what's the plot she's foiling, Josie? Does Calabar once again imprison Grandmother
Does he
Christ?
have one of the eggs?
Does he imprison the whole town? Does he what happens to Debbie Reynolds in this?
Does he want to eat all the eggs?
Maybe people stop getting resurrected. And
That's
we're trying-
actually, I was gonna say that he wants to be in control of who gets resurrected, and like it's already expensive and kind of pushed off for rich people, but he wants to make it even more limited.
Okay, that's good. So is his son evil, or is he all the way good, or is he secret evil, like in the movie?
Oh, like in Frozen, where
Yeah.
you think Hans is good, but then he's not.
Yeah, or like in Halloweentown 2, where you think the guy is good and then he's not. You know, the movie we're rebooting.
So also in Halloween 2 is the like.
You mean the Mike Myers movie with Jamie Lee Curtis?
Okay, all right. Also in Halloweentown 2 is the mom is distracted by like a golem of an attractive man.
She gets a boyfriend who turns out to be a golem made of frogs? No.
Yeah, I think frogs.
He's frog adjacent, I remember.
That sounds right.
Does he become
But
a
it's
real
like
boy?
he's like a perfect boyfriend just to distract the mom.
Does he become
So
a real boy at the end, or does his mom have her heart broken? Or her mom?
I think he's not a real boy because he never was.
Well, yeah.
a real boy.
That's why I asked if he became a real boy at the end.
I don't think so.
Poor mom. Okay, so, I mean, Frank...
So is there an egg golem?
Yeah, sure, and that can be...
A goal egg.
Oh, and he's just a Cadbury cream egg.
It's not even... So it's not even a thing...
He's just
made
a
to look like a
floating,
human.
talking
He's just a
chocolate egg.
floating chocolate cream-filled egg who she starts
Oh,
dating.
he's a false prophet.
She starts dating this egg, and the egg is voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
I was thinking that it was still like, made to look like a handsome man, but when she finds out, she just
okay.
realizes.
No. I think people in Easterton just don't judge the exterior that much.
They're
Or that.
fine with someone dating money.
Yeah. Well, he's not money. He's made of chocolate.
And isn't that money in some cultures?
Yeah, but not this one.
Yeah. Like if I print out a picture of George Washington, that's not money.
Anyway, yeah, her mom dates an egg. Whether or not the egg looks like a person is we'll figure that out when we get to the
And there's a
Okay.
there's a scene where
Come on, buddy.
there's a scene where he opens the bathroom door and the egg is just on the toilet and he yells occupied.
So stupid.
And then they have to shut the door. You're like, I'm so sorry.
So we're definitely leaning on
What is the egg doing on the toilet?
so the egg so it's definitely not gonna so it's definitely not gonna be a person. Like the egg's not described. Does the egg wear
We
like
already said it's a floating chocolate egg.
yeah, but turns out that's not what Josie's intent was. I'm fine with it. Does the egg wear like glasses or something?
Yeah, like it's just around the middle, like the upper center of the egg.
Right. Okay. And is there a tie? Does the egg have a tie around it? What would be the neck portion?
Yeah, and it keeps tripping over it.
Well, but it's floating.
Oh, I was picturing a bow tie because it was Easter.
Oh, why? Wait, hold
So
on.
I just Googled Humpty Dumpty, and it could look a lot like him, where he's like egg body with like these weird long legs and small arms.
And like overalls.
Very long.
Yeah.
So very long legs, so that he's.
So the note we're gonna give the animators is sexy Humpty Dumpty.
Just let him go. So okay, but Calabar is stopping resurrections. He's made an egg boyfriend with legs who poops. The egg poops.
I
Frank?
did not say he was pooping. I said he was using the bathroom.
You said he was sitting on the toilet.
Correct. I never said he was pooping because eggs don't poop. That's
So
nonsense.
So him sitting on the toilet was
Was he
just
hatching?
he was
seen an
doing
egg
something
poop?
that
I don't
eggs
think-
do. I'm not an egg. I don't know.
So, but you're telling, was he just sitting there as like to further sell that he is alive? Like, why would he
Yeah,
be in there?
yeah. He's a living being that has to use the bathroom. It's none of my business, and it's none of your business.
Yes, I am a real person. See how I sit on
yeah,
this
exactly. But he's sitting on it backwards. He's like facing the wall.
How else is he supposed to read his novel?
Exactly. So, how do they defeat Calabar? And how does he?
With the egg.
By making an omelet with all the found eggs.
They turn
I
him
thought
into
they-
an egg and
Okay.
push him off a wall.
Okay. Getting
Morale.
real.
He's
They have-
Humpty Dumpty, and he had a great fall.
So they have to use the egg in the middle of town because they didn't. They used the pumpkin in the middle of town.
Yeah, they
for
have
the
to like
movie,
light
right?
the
Yeah.
fire. So what do they do at the middle town?
They
with
throw
Ray
the
Romano
eggs in
egg?
the big egg.
Okay.
Is that what they do?
They put
I'm
them all
asking.
in. I guess here's the thing. We're not changing Big Egg. I'm saying that right now. We're not changing it. But it probably should have been a giant Easter basket. But it's too late now. We're not changing Big Egg.
They're putting the eggs they find in a magical Easter basket container.
Yeah, that's fine. And then they can
Like
what,
4
throw
slots.
that inside the Ray Romano
Just
egg.
go ahead and
mouth.
huck that into the
When-
egg. And Ray Romano
on
goes like,
East-
"Yum, yum, 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 yum."
On Easter, because there's something weird that happens with the pumpkin, like on Halloween. I can't remember
Yeah,
what.
I don't
On
either.
Easter, the egg hatches and a giant chick comes out, or a bunny,
Oh, okay.
and they have
And
to
it kills
give
him?
the Easter basket with the magic eggs that they found to the bunny/chick.
And the thing, the bunny / chick that hatches sounds like Ray Romano up close because the reason it sounded far away was because he was
Yeah,
inside
yes.
that egg.
Yeah.
checks
So
out.
this is the price of resurrection is that you have to feed the beast. The egg is what performs the resurrection.
No. Oh, this is a great question because presumably they've been doing resurrections up until now, and then Calabar interfered. So yeah, why do they have to feed this chicken rabbit these eggs? Is it so that the chicken rabbit can? Maybe Calabar is gonna kill the chicken rabbit? No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the egg is the source of the resurrections, but
Okay.
it is currently like you do have to give offerings to it, and he wanted to just like have control, like move the egg so it's somewhere that only he can get to it, and then he can control who is able to
Okay,
give
that's
offerings. And then the way that they win is basically by
What if it's
so the offering.
No, go ahead.
They have to do something to keep him from being able to move the egg, essentially.
How about what if every 100 years the egg hatches and the thing that hatches immediately lays another egg only if you perform the ritual correctly. Like it immediately lays another egg and then ascends to, heaven
and he
or
wanted
whatever.
It's
to-
a whole phoenix cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if he can control the beast before, like once it hatches, then he can somehow control resurrection, and they have to stop him from doing that and perform the ritual so that the chicken bunny can lay the new egg and do what it does best, which is lay that egg and then die. I don't know if it dies.
Yeah. Well,
Ascend
it
to the
births
higher
itself.
plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ascends
Oh.
to heaven.
And then at some point they realize that they don't actually need the egg. It's Marnie's
was with-
character who is Secret Jesus who can perform
yes.
resurrections on her own.
Completely forgot about that.
What if
I just remembered
So
that.
we can reveal that by Calabar successfully so the egg hatches and then he like immediately kills the chicken bunny that comes out of it and everyone's like fuck, we're fucked. And then Marnie does a resurrection because she had the power and everyone's like, oh shit, Jesse Christ, the prophecy.
Yes. Yes.
We did it. This is a weird ass movie. This is one of the weirder ones, I gotta say. Like we've done
Disney would do it.
Disney would totally kill a giant chicken bunny. They put a Cadbury egg on the toilet and get Ray Romano. Yeah, they would do this.
Yeah, I don't see the issue.
I want it to be though like original Halloweentown production value. Like I do not want it updated in any way. I want it to look like I'm on the back lot of the Gilmore Girls and I want
That's good because we have no money.
we spend it all on Emily Blunt.
And resurrecting Debbie Reynolds.
I was
And-
going to say, yeah.
Oh yeah, and CG Debbie
Yeah, no.
Reynolds. Oh man. Okay. That's great. That's our movie. So Josie, we have a fifth segment that I didn't tell you about ahead of time, but we don't have a name for it. Frank and Rebecca keep suggesting names that I hate.
Yeah, you keep saying
Segment
no.
number 5.
Yeah, this segment is where we recommend a food and drink pairing for our audience who, while they watch this movie that we've made. So you have to we have to decide what snack they're eating and what flavor of Mountain Dew they're drinking. I guess we should do what's a good snack for them to eat during
feel like
Easterton. I think this is gonna be
I feel like
pretty.
it's Peeps and Jordan almonds.
Who's Jordan?
You know what a Jordan almond is.
I do not.
They're
know
his
what a Jordan-
almonds.
I do not know what a Jordan almond is.
You just don't know the name. Hold on a second.
I've never seen a Jordan almond.
Have you been to a wedding where they hand out almonds as a party favor?
God, I would be so pissed.
Those are the worst.
I would be
Those
so
are
mad if
Jordan
someone.
almonds.
I've never had any of these ever. I would be so upset if someone gave me this in an Easter
That is
basket.
a Jordan almond.
I'm looking at them. This is deeply upsetting because it's an almond that looks like it's candy, and almonds aren't
Well,
candy.
So you don't like I mean it's an M&M like with
Uh,
a nut in the middle.
okay.
Off-brand
Okay,
M&M,
Frank.
peanut M&M, or almond to M&M.
Ugh, almonds in my candy is bad. Peanuts in my candy is good. Anyway, so we want to just go with Easter candy, is what you're telling me, Frank. Specifically
I mean,
these.
it's an
Peeps.
obvious one unless someone else has got a good idea.
No, that's
Scrambled eggs.
fine. Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs and a Jordan almond omelet.
Sure, buddy.
A Jordan omelet, please.
Jordan almond. Okay, and then what flavor of Mountain Dew are we drinking? Josie, you're welcome to use the internet because most people don't know the different flavors.
I am
Rebecca
googly.
routinely
What's
uses
the,
the Mountain Dew wiki. They
What's
have a
the
wiki.
purple one?
That's called Pitch Black, and it is grape flavored. It's my favorite.
Is there like an Easter Mountain Dew?
Oh. The Dutch call Jordan almonds suikerboons.
Ooh, can I have some suikerboons?
Sugar bean.
Oh, but why don't they call jelly beans those?
I can't answer that for you.
Oh,
Hold on. Okay, I did a Google search for Easter Mountain Dew, and there's one called Mountain Dew Violet.
Oh.
But it's not pitch black, like it's just violet.
Well, they're different
Hold on.
colors, Frank. Sounds like Josie's got something.
So the first one I found that was kind of it's like Mountain Dew Revolution,
Oh.
but I want to rename it Resurrection.
Yes, Mountain Dew Resurrection. What color was Mountain Dew Revolution? Do we know?
Blue.
Blue. All right.
Well, the can is. I don't know about the drink.
Mountain
Guys?
Dew Violet was a grape flavor in Japan only.
Nice. So it's Mountain Dew Resurrection plus Easter candy, specifically Scooge Bunkers. What are they called?
Scooge bunkers, yeah.
No, that can't be
Googe
right.
bunkers.
It's a Scooge bunker. You got it in the first try.
Got it in one.
I feel like I did it wrong. Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to add at the end before I end this Frankenstein's monster?
People use the word Scooge bunker as an expletive.
As a
throughout the
curse,
movie.
yeah, for sure.
Scooge bunkers.
bunker. Frank, why you gotta be such a Scooge bunker?
Oh my god, I'm such a Scooge bunker.
This is the new name of our show. It's just Scooge
Scooge
Bunkers.
Scooge bunkers.
That's going to do it for us. Thanks so much, everybody, for listening. Thank you to the Hello Sweetie Podcast Network for having us on the show. On the network. It's a network. We're not
Yeah.
guests. We're not guests on their show. Still waiting on that invite, though. You can find all their good shows at hellosweetiepodcastnetwork.com. Josie, thank you so much for joining us. This was delightful for me. I hope it was for
Thank
you.
you. Yes, it was very good.
Do you have anything that you would
Me
like
too.
to
Thanks
plug?
for asking, Scott.
Oh my God, Frank.
I didn't ask Rebecca either. But
Josie,
Josie,
where at?
where can we find you on the internet? What's your thing that you want to plug? You have a new podcast out, don't you?
Yeah, so I have been doing one podcast with Crystal, who is also on Hello Sweetie. It is called Pettycoat Lane. We talk about vaginas.
Have you ever been on Hello Sweetie? Have they ever asked you to be on Hello Sweetie?
You can't just
Yeah.
ask that right
Yeah,
here.
she's been on.
I've been on several times.
Josie does like 90% of the work for Hello Sweetie.
Oh, that's so good
Yeah.
to know. No, that's really cool. That's good to know. I didn't know if they had guests or not. That's really good to know. That's great. Cool.
Cool. I'm glad you listened to my podcast.
No. This is great. This is
Yeah,
great.
Scott, what was the last episode of Hello Sweetie about?
It's about geek things. It's about the Mandalorian. You know, mostly the Mandalorian.
I know that Rebecca was upset that they didn't make a pie joke for 314.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
You're telling me the most recent episode of Hello Sweetie was in March?
It was episode 314.
Oh,
Scott.
right. Yeah. No, I knew that. That's what happened.
If you listened, you would know.
No, yeah, I did.
So yeah, I have that podcast. It's about vaginas. People without vaginas should also listen to it because then you know stuff. I am also on another podcast with my husband, James. It is called Our Dark Materials. We are doing a recap podcast for the HBO, BBC, His Dark Materials series.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Cool. Rumor has it James may or may not be my son. We don't know for sure. This is very exciting.
He did want me to tell you you're still not his real dad, and his real dad just gave him a nice check to buy his love. So,
Well,
what are you doing?
Yikes.
We've got, it's about nobody's, it's not a competition, and he'll let me in when he's ready. I'm not trying to force things. Thanks, listeners, so
Riveting
much.
for all the outside listeners.
Thanks, listeners, so much for joining. We love you so very much. If you love us, which you obviously do because you're listening, just make sure you give us a good rating and review in Apple Podcasts because that helps us out, and it's really annoying how much that affects things. So if you could just give us those things, that'd be super great. And make sure you tell your friends who you think would like the show. Until next time, I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Sarah.
I'm Scott's mom.
I forgot. So, Josie, we always end the episode with a password to give to our listeners so that they can get in next week. Could you just go ahead and give us a little passphrase?
Oh, the passphrase for next week is Easterton Municipal.
A message to all members of the Oblation Board. Our alethiometer readers have seen that the child Lyra Balakwo will be venturing north in an attempt to aid her father in his abominable research into dust. All efforts must be made to halt her journey and return her to Mrs. Coulter back in London. Look for updates on her location every week as our alethiometrists continue to track her location. The Authority appreciates your services in this endeavor. She matters more than she can ever know.